Are you looking for a fun and creative Easter card? In this video I will show you step by step how to make cracked egg Easter card with a cute hidden message. In the link below the video you will find the template for the card, and let's get started. I've already cut out the egg shape from a chosen pattern paper and I drew the cracked line on my egg, but before I will cut it into two pieces, I'm going to use a brown cardstock and create a decorative border around my egg. For that I'm using the scissors with decorative edge, but if you don't have any scissors that have the decorative edge, you can simply cut out another egg shape. We just need basically two layers for our card. One will be cut into two pieces where the cracked line is, and the other one needs to be the whole egg, so this card will have two layers. You could say the whole egg is your card base. And then I'm following the cracked line and cutting the egg into two pieces. One is larger and the top one is smaller. Then I'm just going to erase the leftover of the pencil on both parts, and then I will mark a spot where I want to punch a hole on the top of the egg. I will later add a piece of ribbon and the twine to that part. Before assembling anything, I'm going to ink the edges of both parts, especially where the cracked line is, and you can use any color of the ink you want. If you want to know what products I'm using, please check the links below the video. I try to link everything that is still available. For the egg I'm using the papers from Lavender collection from Stamperia, and today I actually using older products. But please know this egg can be created in any style and any color, so just use what you have at home. I've chosen these papers because they have a really light, delicate designs, and I love the color combination here, but I skipped any parts where there was a lavender color because I wanted my eggs in a vintage style. So now we're going to create a part where we later can add our hidden message. It will slide inside the bottom part. So we need a piece of cardstock. It cannot be too big. I will give you measurements for mine, but feel free to create it smaller if you want. So basically we need a little bit of room on the bottom part of the egg where we can create our stoppers, let's call them, for the part, so it goes nicely inside the bottom part and stays in place. So I'm going to attach pieces of chipboard exactly around that card, and I adhere them quite near the card. So this little card will slide nicely into that space and stay in place. And then we can attach the bottom piece to the card base. I like to check if everything is working smoothly, and then check the position of the bottom part, and we can now apply the glue and adhere it to the card base. I like to use the glue which dries not so fast here, because then I can still move my element if I need to. It is working okay, so now I can decorate my card. For the decoration I used small pieces, one flower, one chipboard butterfly. The flower I created with the Sizzix dies out of fabric, and I'm also using a piece of fabric which will be on the top of the egg with a piece of twine. These little elements are from the Golden Harmony collection. I just got little labels, one wooden element, I mean it's not wooden, just image of the wood slice, anything you have, because this card is not very big. We actually don't need many elements and we don't need anything large here. Small pieces that will create few layers and maybe a flower or whatever is your favorite embellishment. On the top I'm tying a piece of fabric and I glued those pieces together because I just wanted to be sure that they will stay like that, and I'm adding a twine bow as well. This can also help the receiver of the cards take the top parts out. Maybe for not everyone it will be obvious that the top parts actually comes out. So now I'm creating a little composition. Like I said, small pieces. I really have like leftovers from other projects here, but I'm focused on using older things that are in my stash because it's just crazy with the products. For the layering I'm also using pieces of chipboard. You can use double-sided foam pads or foam tape, something to create dimension between the layers. I've got one die cut, actually two die cut leaves, and the second one I will divide it into smaller pieces and put in the few places around the composition. And I've got that sentiment with love, but actually I found it too large, so later you will see that I will choose something else. I usually start with the bigger elements when I create the composition and then add flowers on top, and then I will see what else I can add. So I'm choosing the smaller sentiment from the lavender paper. It says, "For you I will ink the edges of that little label," and this time I'm going to add it on the top part of the card because it's quite bare, and I thought this, it has a perfect space for that little sentiment. And to add something interesting and something I'm obsessed with recently, I'm using white contour liner and creating little dots here and there in various sizes on my card. I just love this product. And then I'm adding white splats of acrylic paint mixed with water, and here is my finished card. I just love the result, and I hope you will find this video inspirational and create similar cards with me. Please remember, the free template is for you to download in the description box below the video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a lovely creative day. Bye bye!